I did a living DNA test and got the wellness report. I'm going to show it to you here in just a moment. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Connie Knox. I am a lifelong genealogist here to help you go further faster and factually with your family history research. Now I'm going to kind of show you behind the scenes of my own DNA results and the wellness report so that you can come to your own conclusions. But first, I want to make full disclosure. They did provide me with this kit, but I made it very clear to them that I was going to do this as a review. So the opinions are all of that of my own. I am not influenced at all by the DNA kit. Now, other than the kit, they are not a sponsor of this video, okay? So let's jump over there and take a look. Okay, so we're going to go through this living DNA test results together. This is the first time I've been here. I have no idea what I will find, but as soon as I logged in, this was the screen I was presented with, and it basically says, welcome to your new results. Over the next few months, we're updating our platform. Some features may not be available at this time, but you will see new features soon. Click here to read more. I'm going to say okay. All right, so this is the dashboard at LivingDNA. If you're on FindMyPast, they use LivingDNA as their DNA partner. All right, let's dig in. It says find my family and friends, make new discoveries, upload more DNA, activate another test. It says we've had a makeover, find out more about what we've got going on here. Let's scroll down a little bit and see what we got going on here. This is saying I'm 85% Great Britain and Ireland. That's no surprise. And 15% European and Northwest. I should do a whole video on the differences between the ethnicity estimates from one company to another. But basically what it is the differences are the different sample sets and the different technology. So some companies are using slightly different technologies, different DNA chips, etc. All right, let's see what it says. Family matching. To me, this is important. Cousin matches are some of the most important connections you can find when trying to figure out your family history. It says my maternal haplogroup is T2C1. So that's interesting. They have a maternal haplogroup here as well. All right, let's go look at find family matching. And if you'll notice, it skipped down to the relatives tab over here. So immediately I have some connections, very small connections at basically 0.5%. This is 42 centimorgans, third to fifth cousins. They're still strong enough to use. I'm going to click on one of these and see where it goes. It says you have not exchanged messages with this person, so this is just a message system. We scroll down, there are more cousin matches here, but actually that's the end of the list. Let's go look at Ancestry. Ooh, that's a nice map. All right, so this is showing me the ethnicity estimates. This is similar to what you would find on Ancestry. I can click through. Oh, I see. What they've done is they've got subgroups within the Great Britain and Ireland subgroup. So I can click on the different regions to see. Now, how do I get back? Interesting. I'm going to have to hit the back button, it looks like. I can scroll through and read all about this, but I'm going to hit the back button. And let's see. South Central England, 18.2%. Personally, I know this is a style right now to have these light gray numbers, but they drive me crazy because if you don't have a screen that is set properly, they're really hard to see. All right, South Central England. I wish the map was more detailed, but okay. Let's see. Ireland, 5.6%. Now, I know I have Irish ancestry. You're getting the idea. You know, the ethnicity estimates are only as good as the sample sets for the people that are living in that area that say they have ancestry a couple hundred years deeply rooted there. So then there's the well-being area. Let's go take a look at that. Sadly, it's coming up blank. I'm sorry to say. I'm going to wait for it. I'm getting nothing. So keep in mind that, you know, full disclosure here, they gave me this kit to kind of review with them. They are not one of the largest companies out there. It does have a well-being area down here. Well, it does say my reports, but when I clicked over here, this didn't go anywhere. So they must be working on the website. I'll give them that. It says, I don't know if this is just normal tips. Nutrition, you may benefit best from animal sources of vitamin A. Constance, you may need to take extra care to ensure you're getting enough vitamin A. Let's see, what else can we find? Okay, now the well-being has loaded. Interesting. So that maybe it just took a while for it to load. Okay, so it says all traits, Stamina management, weight management. God knows I need help there. Energy. I'm looking to see if anything is jumping out at me that says, hey, warning, warning. Longevity, digestion, strength. So it says choose your focus. Choose a focus. Well, all right. So I think that's probably healthy eating. If you spend a lot of time indoors, you may need vitamin D. Yeah, I know that. Constance, your vitamin D metabolism does not appear to be impacting your genetics. So there's a lot to read here. All reports. Oh, interesting. All reports. Nutrition. Regular. Vitamin B12 decreased. Egg decreased. Omega-3. Interesting. I'll have to talk to my doctor about that. Carbohydrates and sugars decreased. Tendon durability. Interesting. I'll have to read about that because I have tendonitis. Endurance, regular. Okay. Well, now you've gotten my full health report. So really, for me, the best part of the LivingDNA product is going to be in the cousin matches. It's from there that you can, research. You can research their cousin matches. Coming soon. Shared map. Shared DNA. Let's look at relationship. Interesting. Let's look at that for a second. Click here to expand. Relationship predicted between Constance Knox and this other person. That's interesting. So we've got great grandparents. I like this. This is, okay, now you got to remember, the relationship is expected to have a degree of separation of 8. Eighth degree relationships share an average of 0.28% or 20 centimorgans of their DNA. So basically what they're saying is, here you are in the middle, and you have to go up. This is actually a good lesson. You have to go up 1, 2, 3 generations and go sideways one way or the other and come down to be a half-third cousin, or you go up 1, 2, go sideways, come back down to be a second cousin twice removed. So basically they're showing you the possibilities of how you could be related. That's an interesting map, but I do like this map. Kudos to them for this. This is kind of cool. And keep in mind, though, this is not going to be every possible relationship, but it's probably the most likely. Let's go over to Tree Builder. Our new family tree feature is in development. We are working on how to display your matches in a way that is simple to understand and is based on genetics, launching in 2021. So there's one more thing I wanted to do, and that was upload another DNA kit of my husband's. So I wanted to see if I could do that. So I'm going to click upload more data, and I'm going to choose somebody else, and I'm going to put his name in. All right, it says upload your DNA. We accept DNA from Ancestry DNA, 23andMe, MyHeritage, Family Tree DNA, which is the Family Finder. So Family Finder is the autosomal. So these are all autosomal tests, okay? And some others. All right, so it says drag or drop your file. So I have already downloaded from Ancestry his raw DNA, and it's sitting right here. So I'm going to drag that over, and you don't want to open that zip file, by the way. When you download it from somewhere else, it's coming in as a zip, and you want to leave it as a zip and upload that data. Now, I didn't pay for this. This is all free. We are now looking at his profile. All right, so I can go through the same exploration of his DNA. One of the first things you need to do when you upload a DNA kit is make sure that you opt into family matching. If you want to find other cousin matches, you have to click this button and join the Family Network's matching database to find people who share DNA with you around the world. That's the only way you're going to actually get your cousin matches. So here I'm agreeing to the service terms and conditions to make sure you read through those. This says optional. I would like to be shown to DNA matches on other partner sites. Works for me because, quite frankly, the more cousin matches I get, the better. Some people have a problem with that because they think they're selling that data. So that's a personal choice. All right, we're comparing your DNA against everyone else in our relative database. And it says, know someone else who's already tested elsewhere? They can join the family networks for free. So there is another way you can continue to add more DNA kits to the LivingDNA set, help them grow their database. It says, please allow up to 2 weeks to run your DNA through our matching system. Keep checking back to find out if you have more matches. Well, you know what? I'm all about casting a wider net. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do LivingDNA, because A, they were, one of the newcomers on the block, but people test at different companies, and you might find the answer to your question at a different company if you can afford to do it. And a lot of these new companies, because they want cousin matches, they will let you upload for free. So why not? You've got nothing to lose. I hope that was helpful. You got kind of a behind the scenes look at what you could get with LivingDNA if that is something you're interested in. It never hurts to be tested at multiple places because then you can get more cousin matches. And over time, I'm sure their database will grow as well. All right, if you want to help support Genealogy TV, you can click the join button and join the channel membership. There are more videos on the screen for you now that may be of interest to you. And well, I'll see you over there.